Boys, today we are back and it's fight week again, back-to-back pay-per-views. Let's go. And this is going to be a good one too. I'm hype. We're already, back in it. Another fight week, UFC 325. And today I'll be going over my 325 predictions. Let's get right into it. Aaron Tao versus Namsrai Batbayar. Give me Aaron Tao. He was on the Contender Series. He lost, I'm pretty sure. The guy's got a tattoo over his face. It's fucking crazy, but the guy's got a tattoo over his face, and I just think he'll win. Not much else to say about that. This is the Road to UFC. There's 4 Road to UFC fights, and they're all at the beginning of the card, so that's what we're going to go over here first. I don't know anything about any of them. I'm just going to make a pick and move on. So give me Aaron Tao because I know him, because he's got a crazy face tat, and that's the only reason I'm picking him. Moving on. Sulan Grangbo versus Lawrence Louis. Give me Sulan Grangbo just based off his name. Perfect. Moving on. Kichiro Nakamura versus Sebastian Cizali. Give me Sebastian Cizali just based off the name. Moving on. I'm just picking whatever name I like better. Sang Wook Kim versus Dom Mar Fan. Give me Dom Mar Fan by Brutal KO. Moving on. All right. We made it past the Road to UFC fights. First fight, Khan Offley versus Yizha. I'm going to go Yizha. Khan Offley in his last fight. Who did he fight? He fought an up-and-coming guy. I think he was a Brazilian guy. It was on the Charles card. And he was getting tagged. But he was landing back, so... but yeah, I'm going to go Yizha. Don't really have much to say about this. I don't remember any of these guys. So, give me Yizha. Moving on. All right, one I can actually talk about. Jonathan Mikalev versus Oban Elliott. Give me Jonathan Mikalev. He had a good debut. He's coming off Contender Series. He had a great debut. I forget who he was against, but he did look good. I can't remember if he got a finish or not. I should probably do some more research for these cards, but these low-level guys, I really don't give a shit about. But going against Oban Elliott, why do people like Oban Elliott? Can someone let me know? Someone let me know why people like Oban Elliott. This guy is not good at fighting. He beat Basel Hafez. That's his only decent win, and Basel Hafez is shit, so it's not even a decent win. People glaze this guy, like Ariel Helwani and MMA Guru love this guy. He's not a good fighter. He's shit. He lost his last fight to Sung Hyuk Kim or Ko, something like that. He's a guy coming up the rankings, so he lost. He got out grappled and he got 10 minutes of control time against him. I think it was the China card, the Ming Yang versus Walker card. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Oban Elliott, he's overrated as fuck. Not good striking, terrible takedown defense. So give me the younger Jonathan Mikalev, who had a great debut coming off Contender Series, and it's in Australia. Give me Mikalev. Oban Elliott, he's shit. He's genuinely terrible. I don't like him either, and he's a bum. So give me Mikalev over Oban. Moving on, Torres Finney versus Jacob Malkoun. This should have been the co-main event. People, we're coming to see Torres Finney versus Jacob Malkoun, all right? This is going to be an absolute banger. Give me Torres Finney to hold Jacob Malkoun up against the cage. They'll reverse Jacob Malkoun. He'll get Torres Finney on a single leg, hold him up against the cage. Give me Torres Finney with 6 minutes and 28 seconds of control time, and give me Jacob Malkoun with 8 minutes of control time, but Torres lands some, 3 more significant strikes. Torres Finney lands 8 significant strikes to Jacob Malkoun's 5. It's a great fight. Both guys shoving their opponent up against the cage, not even trying to go for takedowns, just holding against the cage. This is going to be an absolute banger. Give me Finney over Malkoun. Both of these guys are so exciting. I can't wait to watch this. Moving on. In all serious, though, this is going to be just them holding each other up against the cage. That's literally all that's going to happen, and it's going to be shit. Jacob Malkoun is horrible. All he does is hold people down. Torres Finney, you already know. Look at that beautiful build. He's going in there to hold you against the cage and take your dreams. So, yeah, moving on. Give me Finney, though. Fuck it. Fight's going to be terrible. Cam Roston versus Cody Brundage. Give me Cam Roston by KO in the first round. Cody Brundage is tough. He could win this, but... I think Rouston will get him. He won on the Contender, had a good debut, and he said some cringy ass shit after too. I can't remember what he said. Something about Adesanya or Pereira. He said some like cringy ass shit. He's a city kickboxing guy, so he's bound to be cringe, but he's got a huge reach advantage in this fight. He's got long ass arms. He's lengthy. He's not that good. I don't see him like being a contender at middleweight, but he's fighting Cody Brundage, who's just god awful. So I think Rouston will get him out of there. First or second round KO, my prediction. Wow, there's some bad fights on this card. Holy shit. This card, other than the main card is decent. But wow, there's some shitty ass fights. Junior Taffa versus Billy Elikana. Give me Billy Elikana by TKO in round 2. Junior Taffa, the Taffa bros are just awful. They go in there to lose, I'm pretty sure. Taffa will be slamming the leg kick, but I think Billy Elikana, he's had a few fights in the UFC now. He had a close fight with, I'm pretty sure, no, that was Julius Walker. He beat Julius Walker, Billy Elikana, I'm pretty sure, who almost beat Alonzo Menefield, so... But I just think whoever Taffa is going against, it's just going to be a win for the other guy. Taffa's shit. He's probably just going to pull out the day before the fight anyway. So give me Billy Elikana via quit from Junior Taffa. Billy Elikana, round 2 TKO after making Junior Taffa quit. And yeah, Taffa bros are terrible. Moving on. This card's shit. This is already the main card? Wow. All right. Quillen Salkilled versus Jamie Mullarkey. Give me Quillen Salkilled by first round TKO. This was supposed to be not Sumadarji. This was supposed to be a Chinese guy that Quillen Salkilled was supposed to fight, but they pulled out. Jamie Mullarkey steps in. Wow, this fight card's not the best. I'm just realizing that now. But give me Quillen Salkilled by first round TKO. Actually, no, by first round KO. I think he puts Mullarkey out cold. Mullarkey, he just had a fight with someone. I can't remember. Was it Michael Johnson? He had a little scrap with Michael Johnson. Got beat by Rufy pretty bad. And I can see Quillen Salkilled doing the same thing. I don't think Salkilled is going to shoot, although he has decent grappling. Just head kicked Nazareth Hackpress out cold. He's got a lot of momentum. I thought they were going to give him a jump up the rankings. If you beat Hackpress is like right outside the rankings. So if you beat him, I thought he was going to get a better guy, but they gave him some Chinese guy that I can't remember the name of, who wasn't even that highly ranked. And then Mullarkey steps in on short notice. So give me Salkilled over Mullarkey, first round KO cold. Yeah. Moving on. There's a lot of like shitty matchups on this card. He's back. The GOAT is back. Tai Tuivasa versus Taliesin Teixeira. Now, I want Tai Tuivasa to win. I so want Tai Tuivasa to win. But I don't know. Is he going to? Taliesin didn't really lose to Derek Lewis. He got clipped, but he was getting up, and that was an early stoppage. He was grabbing the cage to stand up, though, so maybe it wasn't early. I don't know, but... Tai Tuivasa, is he going to beat Taliesin Teixeira? Are we going to give Tai Tuivasa a win in 2026? This is hard, man. Because he's been out for so long and he's on a 5-fight losing streak. He's looked so bad recently. Well, he hasn't fought in like a year, but like his recent fights have been so bad. Give me Taliesin Teixeira, but I want Tai Tuivasa to go out there and slam him out, jump on the cage, do a shoey. I just think Taliesin's going to win. He's got a big reach advantage. Fuck, it sucks. I think Tai might retire if he loses too. I'm not going to lie. If Tai loses, this could be a retirement fight in Australia. It'd be a perfect time to retire. Give me Taliesin by TKO. I don't know. Fuck. I want Tai to win, though. I'm going to preface this by saying, Tai, please. If you're hearing me, Tai, please save us. But give me Taliesin Teixeira by... There's a lot of fights that could end in like first round knockouts. Give me first round Taliesin Teixeira, but I want Tai to win and do a shoey up on the cage. And moving on, we're already at the featured fight. Already at the featured fight. Mauricio Rufy versus Rafael Fiziev. This is going to be a banger. This is going to be an absolute banger. Fiziev, I think, might try to grapple just a little bit. We'll see. He tried to against Gaethje. And if he's getting tagged up by Rufy, I don't know. And Rufy had trouble with BSD in the grappling. So Fiziev potentially, might try to take Rufy down. But I think it'll mostly be standing. And give me... You know what? Give me Mauricio Rufy. I don't think Rafael Fiziev's that high level. He had a back and forth fight with Bobby Green. Another guy he went back and forth with too that wasn't that good. I think he's a tad bit overrated. Yeah, I think he's a tad bit overrated. His 2 fights were Gaethje were somewhat close, but Gaethje pulled away in that second one. The first one was a little bit closer, but I just think he's a tad overrated. Lost to Gamrot, blew his knee out, but lost to Gamrot. Supposed to fight Charles. I think Charles would have done bad things to him on the ground. I think Charles would have finished him in the way he finished Gamrot. So Fiziev like escaped that, but give me Mauricio Rufy. I think by decision. I think Rufy's going to piece him up. I think Fiziev's a tough fighter. I think he'll grit through Rufy's shots. I think Rufy's just too slick on the feet. He's going to have a reach advantage. Yeah, give me Rufy. Give me Rufy. You know, I'm a little skeptical on this fight, but give me Rufy. I think he's got the cleaner, the slicker shots. He's not going to have a speed advantage, which could be a little tricky. But I think he's just way cleaner on the feet. So give me Mauricio Rufy by decision, 29-28 in a close fight. But give me Rufy to bounce back in Australia. Moving on. Co-main event, Dan Hooker versus BSD. I'm high on BSD. I think BSD is going to be a good contender. You know, that Poirier loss, I'm not, taking too much into consideration. The dude had staph on his forehead, so he's not going to be at his best. So I give that Poirier loss has a little asterisk, and Poirier was still Poirier at that point. So the loss to Moicano was fucking bad though in France. That was a terrible loss, but BSD, I think he's really good. I think BSD's really good. I don't think Hooker's good anymore. Hooker had a terrible performance against Arman. Barely squeaked by against Gamrot in a fight he should have lost. Barely squeaked by against Jalen Turner in a fight that was also a split decision. And he just looked he's so slow. Like, how fucking slow can you be? Like, he's genuinely so fucking slow. Leg kicks slow, punt. Like, everything about this guy is so slow. I think BSD could hurt him up on the feet, touch him up on the feet. BSD's a marauder. He's going to go forward. He's going to swing crazy shots. Hooker maybe will be able to do something with the elbows, but I think BSD will take this one. I think he can take Hooker down, at will. I think that's what he'll do. I think he'll get a submission. I'm going BSD round two submission over Dan Hooker. I think the grappling, I think he can get it done anyway. I think BSD's really good. I think Hooker's terrible. Hooker versus Patty will be a decent fight though. I think that's going to happen. But yeah, give me BSD over Hooker, round 2 submission. I think in the first round he hurts Dan on the feet. And then maybe if he gets him backed up against the fence, he'll shoot. He'll get him down at will. What am I thinking? Give me arm triangle. Give me BSD arm triangle, just like Sarukian did. I think he'll copy the game plan of Sarukian, take him down after busting him up on the feet. Give me BSD, second round sub over Dan Hooker. Main event. Here we go. Main event. Diego Lopez versus Volk, man. Give me Diego Lopez. Give me my boy Diego Lopez to finish Volk in the second round. I think he's going to make adjustments. In that first fight, he didn't cut the cage off. He just literally swung and bung. Yo, what the fuck am I saying? He literally stood and banged it out with Volkanov. I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. He traded with Volk, didn't cut off the cage at all, didn't use good like it wasn't a good Diego Lopez performance. I think he's going to learn from his mistakes. He's got the 5-inch height advantage. He's got a slight reach advantage. I think this fight's going to go a lot different than the second. He has another 25 minutes to, fight Volkanovski. In that first fight, it was his first title fight, first 5-round main event. And he dropped Volk in the second round. If there was more time, he could have maybe got Volk out of there. But other than that, he didn't really have a lot of success. But I think it'll be different. I think Diego Lopez is a good fighter. I think he'll make, reads. I think he'll improve on what, I don't think he's dumb. I think he'll improve on what he did bad. So give me Diego Lopez by round 2 TKO. I think this is Volk's last fight. If Volk loses by TKO, I think he's going to retire. It's a perfect time in Australia. As you know, I'm not really a big Volk fan, so I am rooting for Lopez heavily. I think if Volk wins, it just keeps the division. Volk, in my opinion, is a boring fighter. I know. People are going to call me crazy, but Volk is boring as fuck in my opinion. Other than that first Makhachev fight, all of his fights are boring to me. Diego Lopez made that fight, the first fight with Volk, entertaining by going forward and marauding. Yeah, Volk's a pitter-pat. Volk has fucking no power in his hands. People say he's a good boxer. I don't think he's that good. His kicks are mid. Volk is just so mid to me. So I'm praying that Diego Lopez slams him out in Australia and gets the belt. And then, we have good, huge matchups for Diego. Diego versus Movsar. Diego versus Gene Silva 2. Diego versus Lerone Murphy, undefeated guy. That could be great. So give me Diego Lopez by round 2 TKO. I think he's going to make the adjustments. Volk's older. Volk took a lot of damage in that first fight. So I'm pretty confident Diego's going to get it done. And I am actually praying he gets it done too. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know who you're picking. Let me know your thoughts on my picks. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.